Hello, everybody. Is anybody there? Hello? I am going live on my channel because, well, I just feel like being more active on my channel, and, I went to work, and they told me not to be in for another hour, so we're talking going all the way back home. And yeah, that's a bunch of crap. That's why you need to support me on my Patreon page, because work is crap. You don't want to hear the story, but they ended up eating up my day. It kind of worked out for everybody because I ended up making a video. So I guess it worked out, but thought I was going in at to be there at 3 o'clock, which means being in at 2:45, but instead it was 4:30, so we got time. And here I am, so let me move a couple of things here. Here is my, just checking out the video delay here. As is always with these live videos, takes a second for everything to get up and rolling. So check 1, 2. Okay, sounds like everything is working. What should we talk about? What should we do? I got a whole bunch of things written down here. About nothing. Alright, what should we talk about? What should we do today? I've got my phone out here, and I'm going to bump up some backing tracks here on YouTube. And this is what we'll do. I mean, I guess as it rolls, I shouldn't be looking at emails while I'm going live. So alright, I got something I can explain to you in a couple seconds here. Instead of doing this modal backing track, well, I guess we could do that too. Alright. So let's say you didn't have this information that we have here. Backing track, E. Lydian. Yeah, we don't want to hear your commercial. Yeah, dude, let's jam.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so E. Lydian. If I didn't have that information, and I was just using my ear, what I would try to do is this. I'd try to find a note that I liked. I'd say, nah, no, I don't like that. Alright, I like that. Maybe. I really like that. Alright, so I've mapped out some notes. So let's start here. Let's say that, theoretically, this note is a good note. The half step up from there I like. Congruent. I don't like that note. And I like that note. And I like the note right next to that. Now we found revealing some key components here that are going to help us know what scale we're in and everything else that we got. so those are still holding true. What do we have here? We have this is the D string at the 4th fret. D string, 4th fret. D string, 4th fret. Stands to reason that here is the next note. So sure enough, we have another whole step available. That sounds good. The next note is really going to be an important one. It's really going to reveal where our scale is going to be. Right now, there's without the other, knowing where the other half step is, there could be a this could be in one of 2 keys. So we're going to need one more step. There should be a half step on one side and a whole step on the other. Now, depending on which side you put that arrangement is going to depend on whether this is what scale this actually is. So here we go. Now the backing track is gone, so we're going to need to replay that. So here we are. Do we like a half step up? I do. Let's try a whole step up. Well, that doesn't sound right, but this does. So we've got a note right there, and now that we've identified our whole step here, we are in business. We know our next note is now a whole step from there, which should be a whole step away from here. This note and this note should be the same. They should be 13 squares apart. And we've identified that there's 1, 2, 3 notes here, and 1, 2, 3, 4 notes there. 5 notes. Something went wrong, but yeah. This would be right there. Sorry. Messed that up. So 1, 2, 3. We're gonna call this the 3, like on a piano keyboard, except the colors are reversed here. The white keys are the black keys, and this would be the 1, 2, 3, 4 area. So, anyways. If this is the 4th fret of D, we have D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, sharp, and E. Man, I fucked all that up. Anyways, this note right here, B, is the one that should be the parent key of B. Let's see if E Lydian is the 4th of B. If we're right, we at least should be on the money there. That was pretty funny. Note to self, don't go live in a rush. Alright, so B. What do you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, the E Lydian. So we were right. The drawing got all messed up, but Trying to do too many things at once, I guess. So you identify where your 1, 2, 3 is. You have a scale on one string is always going to be 3 whole steps butted up against 4 whole steps. There's a half step on each side because that's the other side of the 3. There's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 whole steps. And before we go into a whole tone scale, we go into a half step. In the beginning of the 3, the first of the group of 3 is the parent key. It's the root note of the parent key, the Ionian, the major scale root. So that's what you get with that. What else should we talk about in my 9 minutes of live broadcast here, where I basically waste everybody's time for 9 minutes? I don't know why. Should I just draw a smiley face on my graph and say hi? And thanks for subscribing. Hope you enjoyed today's video upload. Earlier we did something about jamming when there's 2 different chords playing. I thought it was a pretty cool exercise. Most everything we do revolves around things staying in one scale, and that's kind of cool when things do. It can get a little boring, so definitely another skill to have to be able to play over, like, 2 chords going back and forth that aren't necessarily in a key with each other. Much like today's example was C minor 7th along with E flat. Kind of like that. So another way to jam in E Lydian is to do this. Fire up a backing track that you can hear while you play. And take your square and because the square of notes on your fretboard always goes Ionian, Phrygian, Lydian, Locrian, all we need is this square. And here's your magic note, your magic box, and the magic box has a magic box. And it's this L and this square right here. Follow the simple rules of the box. You can find those in my other videos. And that's what I'm going to do here as I jam around a little bit more. Here we go. E Lydian. I'm going to put that square right there. Let me highlight that for everybody. Will yellow show up on the screen? I don't think it will. There. It sort of did. Note to self, use green next time. So we're going to put that over the E note and rock out. Here we go. An easy place to do that, since it's at the bottom of the square, is to use your lower E string. So this is B string and E string. 11, 12, and 11, 12 on the frets. B string, E string. See how long you can just hang out over these two and make this square box and make a solo. If you see me just expand the box, that's because I'm following the first rule that there's always two notes forward and aft of the box. Giving you that Carlos Santana place. So just adding those 4 notes to the box, which is actually 3 notes since these 2 notes are the same. Gives me a whole lot of riffing area and time to cover. And then I know I recognize this automatically, since you know it just becomes pretty familiar once you get used to it, that this is the bottom of the Dorian area, or pentatonic. And that led me all the way over here to where I know is the Aeolian. And that's that. I'll leave you guys with that. I did all that based on mounting that square right there. Then I know my Dorian, Phrygian area, which leads me to my area, which is right there is Aeolian. I brought it back to the Ionian one. Easy to do. Well, it's just some nonsense there, but anyways, gotta leave you guys with that today. I hope you had fun just hanging around with me for a few minutes. We'll see you soon.